we was in it and after we participated, it was just the thing to go to every July. When the seminar come, we book our room in the hotel, politic with people. Even Hammer came at me when he was big. And Hammer said, King Son, you don't even remember when I met you. I was like, nah, bro, I would have recalled if I met you. He said, yo, you met me at the New Music Seminar, man. And it's like, he said, I played my stuff for you and you said you liked it. You don't think it's like a New York style, but it's an LA style. But you told me, don't worry about if New York feel it or not. You know what I mean? That hip hop, if your shit is hot, somebody gonna feel it and somebody gonna blow it up. And so he was like, yo, if you ever need any, and this is when Hammer, the Big Show Hammer, he was popping it. And I was like, it's good, brother. I said, I just like, you know, meeting new people. I said, well, when I come out on West Coast, hold me down. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I got your back. So another seminar take place in the 90s. And pardon me for smoking, but
oh, you good.
When I talk a lot, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to add that to whatever seeds or whoever babies, you know, don't smoke cigarettes. Do the plug out there. But we at the seminar in 1990. This when Q had beef. He left NWA. Now he had beef with Eazy-E. And so me and the guards, we on 42nd Street, because 42nd Street, you used to buy liquor and used to buy 40s and weed, things like that. It's changed up. It's tourist now, but we in there, and while one brother outside, big as hell, well, way built, with some Dickies on and some Chucks on, Jerry Curl, and one of them LA hats with his name on it and shit. There was another brother inside the store, so the guards I was with, like, yo, who these motherfuckers? Boys in the Hood wasn't out there. So it wasn't like that. Like I already had been to LA and fucking with Ice in them. So and plus I know like LA, you know, they get their shit permed, and you know that you might see a motherfucker with a perm or rollers in his head, but he a straight set tripper. You know, he's straight gang motherfucker. So they had their curls and shit booming, and these motherfuckers is wide as fuck with tattoos, Crip tattoos and shit on. So my mans and them went to make a joke. I said, nah, bro. I said, don't even. I said, these is real motherfuckers from LA, bro. And they out here on some real shit, I'm sure. I don't even know why they in the seminar. They don't look like rappers. So then the brother JD, who incarcerated now, he supposed to come home. JD was like, yo, what's up? We know the homie King's son. Like, they already seen the videos, whatever. We know the homie King's son. So I was like, peace, man. What's good, man? Y'all from LA? They was like, yeah, man, you know, boom, we here with Ice Cube. And I said, yeah, Cube, we know Cube. So he was like, I said, that's what's up, man. I said, we out staying in the hotel. He's like, nah, we stay in another hotel. I said, well, I got a room in the hotel. So while y'all here at the seminar, y'all can come fuck around up in my room. Y'all need to chill. Y'all just don't want to be all up in the bullshit. You can come fuck around in my room. So now while we walking, and it's Shorty, rest in peace, my brother Shorty, Jerome X, he just passed away. You know what I mean? And that was my brother. That was my heart. You know what I mean? JD, that's my brother. That's my heart. You know what I mean? And Sir Jinx, which is Dr. Dre's cousin. So we all walk into the seminar. So Shorty said, yo, man, if you see us squabbling, you know, just fall back. Because what happens is, like, since Cube left the group, Eazy-E be paying cats to go to his shows and then, you know, offer him to fight in the bathroom. So when he go in the bathroom, they'll block him off. They'll block the doorway off, and then they'll jump him in the bathroom. So I'm like, well, this New York, bro. And right now, y'all fucking with me. So if y'all fucking with me, and I fuck with the guards, and I fuck with Zulu Nation. So if it pop up while you with me, then I'm in the shit, and you can't stop me. You feel me? So we get to the Marriott, and we going up the escalator, right? But you might have seen, and everybody might have seen in that Straight Outta Compton movie, they put the Marriott marquee, and it showed like they got into a fight, like NWA got into a fight at the Marriott going down. That wasn't NWA, and it wasn't even Q. Q wasn't even in that shit. It was me and Lynch Mob. And shout out to Above the Law now, because we grown, Go Mac, Lay Low, and all them cats. You know what I mean? And we coming up the escalator. So when we get up the escalator, above the law is like right there. So they don't know I'm with Lynch Mob. I came up first, and Shorty and them is behind me, and I'm big, so I'm blocking them. So I come up, they're like, yo, what up, homie? King Son, man, what up? So I'm peacing them, what up, what up, what up? So I said peace to them, and then I stepped to the side, because I knew it was above the law, and they already told me they got beef with above the law. So Shorty come up. So when Shorty come up, they looking at each other, and so now that LA shit is going on. So then they, you know, they like, yeah, fuck it, let's go to the bathroom then. So Shorty's like, fuck it, let's go to the bathroom. So as they walk into the bathroom, Shorty just snuffed one of them. Bah! Then when the cat from above the law snuffed Shorty. Bah! Then I snuffed him. Bah! Then some big bouncing motherfucker was behind me. I didn't even know that they was with them. That nigga snuffed me like, wow. I was like, oh, shit. So now it's on. So the bouncer dudes I heard, they was from New York. They was from the Bronx. And like Eazy-E or somebody hired them to watch Above the Law back. So it wound up, my bad, it wound up, you know, we fighting with them cats. So one cat grabbed me like WrestleMania. So he got me by my arms. And another cat was about to punch me in the face. So I see him about to punch me like wrestling. Like if your tag team partner, they got me and they about to fuck me up. So I shimmy down to one knee. And when I came up, I grabbed the seminar table and hit the motherfuckers with it like, wow. So now you see big tables flying and everybody running like, oh, shit. Ah. So I was like, Zulu. You know, and my man, rest in peace, B.O. B.O. was alive and B.O. was a beast. So once you say Zulu, like the Zulu Kings and Shaka Zulu and all that, so now Zulu Nation is involved. Yo, son, what up, what up? Nah, man, motherfuckers fucking with my people. Bow, Cuban them, Lynch mobbing them. Bow, bow. So from there, you know, it's like Cuba staying in the Peninsula Hotel across town on the east side. So, you know, we run into each other like they jumping, like me and Shorty run to JD, like he fucking up one, and then they jump at him. So then we run to Jinx, they jump at him. So we just run around the Marriott, you know, fighting and shit, but it felt good. It felt like teenage young shit. So we go over to Cube hotel room. Go over to his hotel. And when we get over there, it's like, yo. So Cube on the phone with Dre and telling Dre what happened and everything. So then, motherfuckers, you know, me, JD, and Shorty, that shit wasn't nothing. We got punched in the face. We got little bruises and shit. But we like, yo, man, they was like, yo, King Son, man. Yo, that nigga King Son, you see? He hit them niggas with the table, man. Yo, son, you my man. Bam. So we, you know, it felt good. So Dr. Dre was like, yo, but what the fuck King Son had to do with it? How he got involved? I said, yo, man, I was just standing minding my business, and one of them motherfuckers punched me in my face. So ain't nobody leaving New York. You feel me? We got Zulu at every airport. Ain't nobody leaving New York. Y'all here right now, and y'all getting fucked up. And that's what's happening. And Lynch Mob and Q, they with me. So y'all motherfuckers that got beef with them, y'all got beef with us. And I was saying that to Dre on the phone. So how they had to squash this, they had to get my man who was real gangster, Mike Conception. In the wheelchair, Mike Conception. He flying now. I got to go handle this shit now because it's out of hand. Now New York niggas involved. So that kind of was actually the first East Coast, West Coast beef. But motherfuckers don't know that. You feel me? So now from there, anytime Cube and the Lynch Mob come to New York, they holler at me. I go to the hotel, meet them, and we run around together. The next time they came, it's like Shorty cut off his Jerry curl, JD cut off his. So we're in the room, and it's a couch, and the back of the couch is facing where we at, you know, the door. So I'm like, yo, what's up? And JD always used to come with that bomb. The shit these niggas smoke, I smoke that shit JD bring, man. That shit lay me out. And every time I smoke with them, I'd always get so fucked up. We supposed to go out. They left me, and always I got one shoe off. I don't even know why. My right shoe was always off for no reason. And I'll be fucked up, and they'll come back, and they, son, wake up, man, get on the couch, man, or go get in the bed. I'm like, damn, yo, we going to the club. Man, we already went to the club, you drunk ass. And me and JD always used to go hard to the body. You know what I mean? And my nigga hit hard, and JD's a big dude. And so we family now, and they cut their hair. And So then I'm like, yo, what happened to Cube? Where Cube at? And they was like, oh, he'll be here. So I'm like, yo, who the homie on the couch? And then Cube turned around with his big ass hair. He cut his hair too. Yo, what up, son? So I'm like, yeah, man, boom, what up, boom, boom. So we family, we cool. So, then Shorty, eventually, every time he come, he got more and more righteous, to the point where he got FOI Muslim. And, he was, Brother Jerome X, you know what I mean? So, he got his X and he was, doing his thing. So he got civilized with it. And JD kind of stayed JD and fucked around. And T-Bone's family had like a bowling alley or some shit out in L.A. So JD had gotten to something, with a young boy or whatever. And so allegedly, he wound up getting incarcerated for returning the young dude or whatever happened. And it seemed fucked up, because he fought that murder case with a public defender. Whereas I was like, well, damn, Cube got dope. Why Cube don't get him a lawyer? And so I don't know what took place after that. All I know is like, I fuck with Lynch Mob, they Gorillas in the Mist. They came out, they did their little numbers. And that when Cube had street knowledge. And the Yo-Yo came out, Cam came out. And we was people. So through Ice-T first, when I went to do my video, It's a Heat Up, I shouted out the label. Now they flying me out to L.A. because I paid for my own shit. So when they flew me out to L.A., I had Ice-T, as my dude, as my backup. So he told us what hotel to stay in, you know what I mean? And he was so fly, he hit us with like a Uzi and a 9mm. So he was like, yo, you got any problems? You good. That's all you need to move around out here. He said if police come at you for them, just say they belong to Darlene Rivera and you ain't gonna have no problem. That was Darlene, his first wife, and Lil Ice's mom, from the album covers and everything. Shout out to her, my sister Darlene. And so I got LA family now. And a lot of cats, since I did on It's a Heat Up, and I had like a red shirt on, a lot of cats thought I was from LA and they thought I was a blood. So now I'm running with Dub C, and I'm running with Crazy Tune, and I'm running with DJ Aladdin, and I'm running with DJ Pooh, and I'm running with King T, and my man Fela Al, you know what I mean? So these are all LA cats, and, that's when, wow. I don't know if you noticed, or somebody's posting it, but I just seen my girl just put me on that Shock G just passed away.
Yeah, I seen that, but sometimes we need to confirm some of these things. So, I don't want to rush to
Judgment.
Right.
Wow. I told you a lot of people don't know, like the brother, if you watch my video on the club tip, the brother that produced that, my man DJ Hollywood from the Hollywood Impact, did myself, Twin Hype and King Shamik, Tony Tone, Tila Rock and Special K's little brother, you know what I mean? Produced all of us, man, and he was a good brother. And he had, actually, today is his funeral. I was supposed to go up there and try to make it, man, but my funds ain't right. I'm not able to move. I caught a hotel room for the night, but who knows, where I'm going to be resting at from Friday throughout this weekend. That's why we got to GoFundMe. You know what I mean? And it's sad, man, because brothers is passing. That's also like, I didn't want anything to happen to me in Kentucky where I don't really got nobody but my girl. So I figured in VA, I got childhood friends out here and family members, and I'm like more closer to New York. I'm like 6 hours from New York and New Jersey. So, I'm more closer than being 10 and 11 hours way out in the sticks in Kentucky. But, if that's so, man, shout out to Digital Underground and peace to Shock G and all that, if that's real.
Right. Rest in peace, Shock G. Hopefully it's not real, but they're saying it was posted by Chopmaster J, who's part of the group.
Right.
So it's crazy.
Wow, man. It seems like, we all passing like in our 50s. And, like I said, I don't want to pass away from some diabetes or something like that, man. And, That's why, you know, everybody out there, man, cherish your loved ones, man. And like we say, man, don't give us our flowers when we dead, man. You know, give us our
Absolutely.
flowers and give us our love and respect when we alive, man. If you see rappers like myself or Black Rob or, you know, Craig Mack that's doing down and they set up a little something, man, support them. We know y'all supported us and y'all bought our record, but most of what y'all bought didn't really go to us. It went to the label that didn't take care of us. That's how we wound up fucked up. We didn't trick money. And I heard some cats like, oh, we're not responsible for you. Whoever that brother was, you ain't responsible and go sell our merchandise or whatever. You don't have a concept. And I'm not going to say anything ill to you, brother. It's just that you don't understand. We all struggle. We came from a struggle. We wasn't born rich. You know what I mean? But we
Right.
watched a lot of people get rich from our labor. As we put it down, you know, we make these songs and cats went platinum, still living with their mother. Cats on tour, got a tour bus, got to pull up to the block where they live and they back home, man. So we ain't against struggling, you know what I mean? But, you know,
Right.
supportive. If somebody throw 20 or like, you know, you get 100 cats and how my girl put, it's crazy that, you know, the cat, the dude, the white dude, Kyle, that killed two people from, where was he from? Minnesota somewhere. He went, Kyle Rittenhouse. He went and killed two regular people, innocent people for nothing. But you got police, they so much into their cause, they risking their jobs to get this boy legal help so that he can beat the charge or whatever. And it's not a guilt trip to say, oh, well, y'all donate to my cause or Craig Mack or Black Rob cause. It's just showing you how some people's dedication, be it good or fucked up, how they is. And for that, you know, fucked up shit always go harder than good-hearted shit.
Right.
And that's just what we saying with that, man. So I hope it's not true with Shock G. That's my man too, man. And seem like every week, man, Price is
Yeah.
losing some hip-hop, real hip-hop.
No doubt.
And
You were talking about Ice Cube and your relationship. Let's pause that because I know your guys' relationship took a turn. I want to jump back into your debut album, XL. Can you tell me what your train of thought was? It's your big debut. What was King Son's train of thought going into his debut album?
well, going into that album, it was really kind of a messed up situation because I started this journey with D Moet, like I said, Anthony Moody. I started this journey with him. And as a producer, that dude is incredible, nice. You know what I mean? Nice DJ as well, but that brother's nice. So we started together. And I guess his brother had gotten in his ear, like, yo, you need to get more light. But we was splitting 50-50. He make the beats, he the DJ, he get his and publishing. I'm writing the shit, so I get my writers. So how do you renegotiate 50-50? You know, we King Son D Moet. I'm King Son, you D Moet. So, you know, what happened was we did the song Big Shots, which Big Shots was nice. And we did that demo style with D Moet. But see, then him and his brother, now his brother wanted to manage him. His brother didn't have faith in us before. But now his brother wanted to manage him, you know, like, yo, let me manage you, my little brother, and whatever, whatever. So his brother got into his head and they went up to Profile and tried to renegotiate the contract. So it wound up happening. Profile was like, well, we really don't want you anyway. Like, as long as we got King Son the rapper, and kind of like let him go. So, you know, when that happened, I'm like, damn, son, you know, you my man. And you know what I mean? Bow, bow, bow. So he went his way. And so I went on, I was still contracted to do so. So I went on with the journey. And so I was kind of, until I had got with Hollywood, I was kind of like doing things myself. You got DJ Mark, 45 King. You got 45 King, and I was the first one to pay him for a track. That's the one who do everybody. You know DJ Mark, 45
Yeah.
King, right.
Yeah.
I was the first one. I did a song called Fat Tape, and he, I paid him because he had the little, what's the name joint? He had the album with all beats. So, you know, I hired him. I paid him for a track, so he did a couple of tracks. And then I started trying to produce myself and grabbing break beats and trying to loop them and all that. But then by the time I got with Hollywood, and Hollywood had, when I went to, like, Hollywood worked for a guy named Mike Minieri, who's like a jazz musician. And he had the studio, who was friends with the dude who owned Profile. So Profile was like, well, I got you booked. You can start your album. I got you booked in this studio. So I went over there. So when I went over there, I met Hollywood. And so he was like, all right, let me play some joints for you. So the first joint he played was on the club tip, but it was for LL. And where that song is saying King's Son, like the intro of it, it was saying LL Cool J, I wanna rock you, get up, LL. So, and then I'm not sure if he rhymed on it or not, but I was like, oh, okay. So he was like, I don't think they taking it, you know, because if Russell ain't get back, LL ain't get back. So, and I don't think LL was trying to do no club shit right now. So I was like, yo, let me see if I can rock it. So I went in the booth. And when I went in the booth, I just hit it like live from the mind. I just went off the top with it and just rocked the whole shit. So when I just went off the whole, rocked it like that, Hollywood was like, yo, that's dope. Yo, that's you. So then, you know, he called Profile and said, yeah, we got a hit, you know, bow, this, that, and the third. So then I went back and tightened it up and threw the English and Spanish and all that, French too shit, bow, and it was hot. So now, you know, I'm back in the studio. And I'm in a real recording studio, SSL board, all that going on and everything. So now I'm again back because I took a little hiatus from Hey Love to recording the album because of that shotgun thing with Profile. They suspended me for 2 years. So now the album is coming out, you know, and King's Son XL. When it went from King's Son D Moet to King's Son XL, you know, okay, so I still didn't do the journey of D Moet. But so I still kind of kept the big shot beat, but I think King Shamik did it up for me and laced it. But I was playing the D Moet production to give my idea of it. So, you know, that's what we did. And, you know, it was kind of sloppy and I was trying to wing it, you know, but the joints that came out, now my DJ would be DJ Louie Lou from the Upper West Side. Little Dominican Lou. So Lou got crates like Jazzy J and Q-Tip. Lou know everything. He got a whole room and a whole wall with crates. And he could just go to any crate and just pull shit out. So he pulled out the Supremes Coming to My Life. So when he did the Supremes Coming to My Life joint, you know, we went over there. So, you know, we went to another studio and made that pop off. So that was It's a Heater. So, you know, we got, like I told you, we had to pay out of pocket for the club tip video, which it was, you know, that's why I wasn't really big like that. And it was outside. I had to find that location on 72nd Street, which a lot of people wound up using it after I did. And I think cats used it before. I think Ultramagnetic used it. Antoinette, I got an attitude. Shout out to Antoinette. There's a lot of cats out there we ain't heard from in a minute, man. And so I like that little scenario because I used to go down there. It's like an amphitheater stage. And I used to go down there with my seed's mother at the time, my baby mother at the time, and my daughter, Sonasia. And me and her, you know, she used to be like, yo, you're going to get back on, shit going to happen for you, and blah, blah, this, that, and the third. So I used to go down there and just, you know, rhyme like I was rhyming on the club tip. So, you know, once my brother J.R. Gums and my brother Mark's Mercedes and the Mercedes family, you know what I mean? You know, at the time, my wifey, Jackie Mercedes, Lennon Mercedes, they all supported me and, you know, kept me grounded and kept me popping and shit. So JR paid for the, you know, my brother JR Gums said we could do this, Lil Howard Lewis, and it was popping off. So now I'm back on. So my mind frame, it was the Mercedes family that kept me in and kept me in BMWs and jewelry and popping off. My brother Marks, me and him fought all the time, man. But that was my brother in the video, and he even was on the record. So, you know, I got my DJ Louie Lou, got my brother Marks, you know, my brother J.R. Gums, and, you know, and J.R. Gums is a real sophisticated, you know, Dominican man. And so he kept us, you know, he wasn't really with the bullshit. yeah, trying to be gangsters and trying to be drug dealers and all that. He always kept us with sophistication. And shout out to my brother Emilio Gums, and rest in peace, Ronaldo Gums. That's who Big Shots was dedicated to. And Big Shots was so ill, and like I said, Profile ain't even want to do a video for that joint, man. That would have put King's son up there in a Rakim bracket or in a Big Daddy Kane bracket, because they, Kane and Rakim and G-Rap, they all kind of had freedom. I did 10 songs for Profile, and Profile would say, I like 3, give me another 7. So I do another 7. We don't really like those. Give me another 5 songs. So before you know it, on 2 or 3 Real or Reals, I got like 20 songs. And this man can't even choose 10 out of that. And then the 10 that he chose was like 2 or 3 was hot and the other ones was whack. And so I had no artistic freedom to, I didn't have a say in what I wanted. If I cursed or I said something thuggish or druggish, no, I'm not putting that out. I'm not putting that out. So anything fucked up with my career, I do attribute that to Profile Records. And I'm sure Wise Intelligence and Poor Rights Teachers would say the same thing. Dana Dane stayed platinum. But I want everybody out there to check and see. I don't know, I'm just saying, but see if Dana Dane is a millionaire. See if Dana Dane is living in the $1 million bracket, because he should be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When XL dropped, what kind of reaction did it get from the streets?
Well, the New York, this is where I kind of dropped off from messing with Patterson, because like New York, I got love. LA, I got love. Like when you check in SoundScan and where you selling records at, even like in Newark and Elizabeth and Philly, you know, I'm selling records, man. You know, boom, I'm moving. I was in Billboard like 32 with a bullet moving. But I only sold 500 records in Patterson, New Jersey, where I'm from. And that showed me, man, I said, you know what, man? Fuck it, yo. If I only know 500 people in Patterson, but everybody, oh, Patterson, born King's son, he from Patterson. He from Patterson. I know him, his mom's got the bar, West Broadway, blah, blah, blah. But I ain't selling no records. They, yo, son, can I get let me get a tape, son. Boom, bang, autograph some shit for me. All that fanfare, all that good shit, but I ain't selling no records there. So I was like, I got cool on Patterson. You know what I mean? And so, right. But everywhere else, man, it was love. And then now I'm on tour. I'm with Russell now. Once Russell put me on, and I'm on tour, you know, like I said, with Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, EPMD, Third Base, Heavy D, caught a couple of dates, Salt and Pepper, you know, different people, but mostly everybody was Rush. I was on the LL tour, you know what I mean? I was on the Slick Rick tour with him, and Kane kind of had like a beef, and it was ill because by now I knew D-Seps, you know, the God Minister and Supreme and all of them. I knew D-Seps, and D-Seps ran with Eric B. and Kane and them, but Slick Rick ran with the Moet crew where I lived at in the Northeast Bronx, like Gun Hill Road. The Moet crew was from the Valley. You know, Bonton, Kentley, these is Jamaican killers. So you got Brooklyn killers and you got Bronx killers with 2 of the illest motherfucking MCs. So we in the middle. I don't want to chill too much with the D-Seps, you feel me? Big Daddy, real Big Daddy Kane fan, like everybody else. Kane always rocked it. And I even got fined one time because I fucked around. Now, Kane used to come out of a big crown. He'd come from the bottom and get elevated into this crown, and the crown to open, and he'd walk down the steps. And my shit was lightweight, but it was a crown. So while I was doing my show, I walked up the steps and sat in front of the crown and was rhyming like it was my props. And Russell was like, no, it was Leo. What the fuck is you doing? How you gonna use Big Daddy Kane props like that? And they fined me $5,000. So that little shenanigan cost me that much. But like Kane and Slick Rick and LL come on after me. So, you know, boom, after I rock the show, now I just done rock and I just rocked a hot show, I'll go change my clothes, but I still got all the truck jewelry on. And my dumb ass go to the audience so I could watch the show, so I could see Kane and Slick Rick from an audience point of view. So while I'm trying to walk up high and go sit in the seat, It looked like a commotion. Niggas is fighting, but it's people coming behind me. Oh, shit, King Son, because I wasn't respecting who I was. So I'm thinking I could go regular and just sit the fuck down, but there's a whole mob, autographs. Oh, shit, yo, King Son, blah, blah, blah. I got fined for that. And they're like, look, man, when you on tour, man, you got to stay behind these motherfucking ropes. And when you get off the stage, take your ass back to the dressing room. But I was new to that. But we had fun, man. I wouldn't change none of that shit for the world, bro.